Look at that. Today on R.N.G Performance, we're going to talk about clutch maintenance and how important it is. No matter what machine you have, clutch maintenance is key. This video, of course, is going to talk about CFMOTO clutches. However, other machines can benefit from exactly what I'm about to tell you in this video today. So first of all, I want to get started by talking about maintenance and what happens if you do not do it. It can be costly. It can cost you a ton of money. So for starters, if you have a CFMOTO, there's two tools that you're going to want to have in your toolbox. One is a spreader tool and one is a spring compression tool. These tools can be found on our website, www.rngperformance.net. You can also find clutch replacement parts. You can find tie rod ends, ball joints, windshields, doors, bumpers, and the list goes on for your CFMOTO. And we do have other brands on there too. We're expanding, but we're not here to talk about other brands right now. We're going to talk about CFMOTO clutch maintenance and what happens if you don't do it. CFMOTO clutch maintenance, it's more than just opening up your clutch cover and using your air tool and spraying the dust out. You need to do more than that. That is a good starting point to do that. However, as the year goes on and the more riding you do, you need to maintain this. And knowing how to maintain this will save you money. Not only will it save you money because you won't have to take it to the dealer, but you'll be able to save money by not having to replace your clutches. These clutches will live a long, happy life. I mean a long life if you take care of them correctly. We're going to talk about how to take care of these and stuff, and I also have other videos that show you how to pull everything apart, so definitely check out our other videos on our channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Check out our merch on our website, all of that. Now what I have here, this is brand new. This is used, and used. This one we'll get into in just a minute. Inside, this is called your primary outer sheave. And inside your primary outer sheave, you have a bushing right here, and then you have a bushing right here. These bushings are wore out, and we're going to talk about why in a moment. These bushings here also have extensive wear on them. And if you put this on your shaft of your inner primary sheave and it wobbles like this, they're worn. You need to replace this. Now, a couple of things cause this. The main one being dirt ingestion. So dirt will get on this shaft and it will get caked up. And as this clutch moves in and out, when you give it throttle or release throttle, it moves in and out. Well, these bushings slide on that dirt, and well, dirt is like sandpaper. It's abrasive. It's going to wear this. The cleaner you keep your clutch, the longer this will last. This one here is not only cracked, and the reason why these crack is harmonic balance. Harmonic vibrations. They're not balanced the best, I will say. Harmonic vibrations cause stress cracks. This being wore out will cause a harmonic vibration because it's out of balance and it's doing this. It will cause stress cracks. So not only dirt being the biggest one, but you have your outer hat that goes on here. I call these cam plates. And it goes on there, but there's 3 pieces of plastic that go in these holes, and those pieces of plastic ride on this slider. And when those get wore out, your clutch will sit there and do that. Keeping these clean and maintained and new ones in there, when you start to hear that, some clutch noise is normal. You're gonna have it. You're never gonna fully get rid of it, but you'll know when it's excessive. And of course, this is excessive. But as this is rocking and everything's moving, you're helping put stress on these bushings. And putting new ones on here will make this much tighter And this helps keep this centered and in place where it needs to be on this shaft. There's a hex here. When you put this on, it'll go down on that hex, and you'll put your nut there. And this doesn't move. This stays stationary. So your clutch, sometimes they get stuck like that, just like that. This clutch, you put it on there. Put it in there. Like so. Let's pretend this is locked together. You got a spring in there. This clutch is going to go up and down like so. But you don't want it rocking in there. So you need to keep new plastics, shoes in there at all times. Keep this tip-top shape. Pull it apart. Clean it. All you need is a rag, really. Pull it all apart. Wipe it off. Use some Scotch-Brite to go over your clutch sheaves. And you want scratches in them. That's what helps your belt grab. You don't want them to be smooth and shiny like this one. See how this is, I didn't clean this one. This one's smooth and shiny. You don't want this. This induces belt slip. And if you open up your clutch sheaves right now, they're going to look like this. Take some Scotch-Brite and just circular motions all around it. You want to scratch it up a little bit. Fine scratches, not deep scratch and deep grooves. But if you're familiar with honing a bore, basically doing the same thing. It's cross hatches. That's what's going to take that shininess and that slickness away, and it's going to help your clutch grab. Now, one thing I want to talk about is, of course, dirt. I don't think you're going to be able to see this. I'll try a couple different angles so you can see it, but this shaft is nice and flat here, and then it's grooved deeply here. That's due to dirt getting in there and chewing it up. And there's bushings inside this secondary clutch sheave as well. It rides here. And what do we have? We hold this straight. We have play. This sheave should have no play. It should be nice and tight. And look. Look at that. This is due to dirt getting in here. These shafts will actually rust from water getting in here. And rust, this sheave here, it turns on this. And it moves. This is a movable sheave. It moves in the helix and compresses the spring. And it does this. It twists. So what happens when you do that on dirt? It's like doing it on sandpaper. You're going to inevitably... In fact, there's no bushing left. It's completely gone and basically sanded out of there. Taking your clutches apart, guys. Learning how to do it, watching my videos, and doing it yourself. It's not difficult. It's not very hard. It is time consuming. And doing it your first time, you may let loose some words that are not in the dictionary. But once you do it a couple times, it becomes easy gravy. If you still don't want to attempt to do it, send it in to us. We'll clean everything up, make it all look new, and we'll send it back out to you, and you just maintained your clutch, okay? And I do it cheaper than what you're going to pay a dealer to do it. So it don't take me no time to go through these. What takes me the longest is when I'm backed up and have a ton of them to do. That takes a while. But sometimes you just call me and say, hey, how backed up are you? And I'm going to let you know. Pick a time when you're not going to use your machine for like a week or something. You're going on vacation and you're not taking your machine. Send me your clutches. Okay? Then you know you're good. You won't need it. Let's move on to this sheave. Basically, the same thing happened with this sheave. I can tell you, I remember this customer, and this clutch was so nasty. I cleaned this just for camera. This clutch was so nasty and caked with dirt, dust, and grime. I don't even know how it survived. But this bushing is gone, and it's worse than this one. I'll show you. Look at this. Look at that. This one here is still a little bit of life left. It's definitely worn. Okay, it's got play. It's usable, it's doable, especially if you have new plastics. It'll live a little bit longer. It's right on the edge though, but it'll live a little longer. Then you have this one. Okay? You see what I'm saying, guys? Clutch maintenance is key. If you have any questions, comment down below. I'll be happy to help answer them. Even some of my other fans and customers that have done this and they know, I'm sure they're going to chime in and try and help you as well. We have an awesome community that follows us, and everyone is happy to help everyone. Send your clutches to us or get the tools. I highly recommend just getting the tools. That way you have them. If you have an emergency, you need to open it up, you need to fix it yourself, you have the tools. Regardless, to send me your clutches, you're going to need the spreader tool to get the belt on and off. But so, you know, basically for the price of this tool, I clean them up. You got to send it to me, or you can buy the tool and save a few dollars there. But guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the comments down below and let me know your thoughts on all this. All CFMOTO clutches, all clutches, Kawasaki, Polaris, Can-Am, you need to physically take them apart and clean the dirt out of them, and they will live. You will have way less problems, I promise. Why do you guys think I don't have clutch problems with my machines? Because I maintain them. When I go riding, I'm riding in a dusty environment. After that ride, I open them up and I inspect them and I at least blow them out, at the very least. But a few times a year, I take them all out, take them all apart, dissect everything, and clean everything. And like I said, you want to keep this shininess off. You want to go over it with the Scotch-Brite pad, 3M, the little green pads. Go over there. Sandpaper even works. Some real fine grit. I really don't recommend that because it does leave grit behind. A Scotch-Brite is the best way. A green pad, even a red pad, but green pads are the better ones. And there you go. And your clutch and your belt will thank you. You'll get way less belt slip. I don't care whose clutch kit you have. If your clutches are shiny like this, you're going to get belt slip because that's slick. That's slick. Okay? Look. Okay? Look. I'm pushing on that. All right? Look at that grip. Look at that. It grips way better. So, all right, guys. Peace out. God bless. We'll see you in the next one.